Everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today is Thursday, July 15th of 2021. We're going to talk about Polkadot today. We're going to do an update. Right? An update on where the prices are, where I think they could be going, where the hell's the bottom, is there a bottom, and what we could be looking for in the coming months. And just based on the charts, that's what we do. Nothing, not too much my opinion, not too much what others say, just what are the charts saying. So if you like the video today, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, find our links below, Twitter, Telegram, Patreon. Let's go. Dot on the weekly. This is our Bollinger Bands, this top line, and this is our 21-week EMA moving average. As you can see, it's held quite good resistance since we broke down through it. Now, I just want to point out, since our top for Polkadot, we are currently, right now, today, down almost 75% from peak. From the peak, 75% off Polkadot is right now. If you're bought back in this area, it's okay. I think you'll get bailed out by Polkadot in the not so distant future. These times are the times that everyone's scared. How much lower can we go? Is this the bottom? Well, we don't know. Are we close to the bottom? Likely. And after this video today, hopefully you'll have a little bit more information that will help you more information, period. Plain and simple. Okay, so let's look at where we are now, right? We're well below the 21 EMA. So is Bitcoin, who cares? But Polkadot is a slight bit more, 43% almost below the 21 EMA right now. This is our median line for the Bollinger Bands that are in the purple. And on the weekly chart, this is not looking super great, just FYI. But we're going to go to the 3-day and the daily, and we'll get a little bit better news, hopefully. So what could we be looking at for a bottom? Are we near the bottom? Well, probably. We have a couple different areas I would probably watch. I would say starting something around in these areas. We want to look for a bounce somewhere in here. If we go down to the bottom, this is just shy of $10. I'm not saying we're going to go to $10, but you can see that the Bollinger Bands on a weekly chart, you can come down to these, but the good news is our top line, our top band is not forming up. If you see this peeling up slightly even, then you can expect a more of a downside move. What you would want to see out of this is it coming down. Now, that might be backwards in your head unless you're familiar with Bollinger Bands. Even this is okay because this is not a power move. A power move would be if the mouth is opening up like this here. And when this happens, you want your prices above that median line. Now, the good news is the bottom of this band right now, if we go down, is 826. Does that mean we go to 826? No. Hopefully, by the time that this comes down, if things play out, this starts leveling off here. And this is kind of our, maybe if we do come down, it would be like a very brief wick. And that would be like our final capitulation. Usually, before a massive move up again, which is coming sometime in the next 12 to 18 months, in my opinion, we'll be at the all-time highs on altcoins in the next 12 to 18 months, so patience is the virtue. But usually before those big moves come, you have one final capitulation across the board. Maybe that's happening this week, next week. We don't know when. We just pay attention to the charts. Those will let us know. Do we go lower than this? Odds are not likely. If we ever go below 10 on Polkadot, I'll tell you, me personally, I'm aping the hell into Polkadot. That is going to be a super discounted price. It's already a super discounted price, right? 75% off. If it goes to 80% off or something like that, I mean, it's silly. I'll be heavily invested more than I am now into Polkadot. Polkadot's my top 5 coins out of all the 8,000 that there are. I've been in crypto for quite a long time. Polkadot has a bright future, and I personally will be heavily investing if we get much lower. I have a decent bag already, but if we go lower than this, I'm going much more into it. Now, if we break this box, if we go like say underneath that, our next really solid support line is going to be back at this level, right? We had our basically first run up and long consolidation, much resistance until we had our big breakout candle. That's around $6. Do we go that low? Probably not. Again, maybe final capitulation. if you haven't sold yet, this is not the time to be selling because we could reverse today. I'm not saying we're going this low. Prices can flip on a dime. Bitcoin can decide to do whatever the hell it wants. The DXY drops, some bad news, whatever. You don't want to be selling. This is the areas you want to be selling and taking profits. If you've already, ridden this wave down, you just got to hang tight. We'll get through the storm, and usually the times you feel like selling most are the exact times it's about ready to flip around, and you should be holding on. So if we go down this would be my absolute concrete floor, $6. If it got to there, I'd probably sell my house, live on the street, and just get a Polkadot tattoo on my face. Because I know you're gonna have so much money if you were just somehow be able to get Polkadot back at its early stages again. Consider it a blessing. But my floor for me, $10. I'll be starting to more heavily invest around $10. Let's go ahead and look at the 3-day. And as you can see here, here's the more of the good news as far as the Bollinger Bands. Look how constricted they're getting. They're closing in quite rapidly, and almost 90% of your price action is going to occur inside these bands. So if it comes out of it, it would be quite quickly, and you could see how far it would have to get outside on the 3-day to come down to $6, even $10 would have to be well outside of this, right? Now we can do that, but usually it's going to be a super drop like that. The whole market would have to tank or something again, which again, in my opinion, is unlikely. So this is kind of a bit of a good news, if you could say that. We're already in our liquid buy zone here. Anything in here, guys, if you're waiting to buy, maybe just slower buys if you're looking to DCA, dollar cost average. Couple, smaller buy here. If we drop another $1, a little bit bigger buy. So if you have like $100 to invest, you want to do like maybe $20 here. And then if you drop another $1, maybe $30. If we drop another $1 like to 10, go do the rest of the 50. See how that works? You want to invest heavier as price drops, but you want to invest when a decent buy is because you don't know when it's going to flip around on you, and you don't want to miss everything altogether if you're waiting to buy. So 3 days looking a little bit better than the weekly. Let's go look at the daily and look at this. Look how, let me remove some drawings there for you. Let me turn some of the moving averages off, and I just want to show you just the Bollinger Bands. Look how narrow these got. Usually when Bollinger Bands are around 10%, now we're not quite there yet, but you could see that's the narrowest it's been since back in here in December. Now, the one sign I don't really like, I have a good and a bad for this. No ugly, just me. The bad, we'll start with the bad, is that, like I said on the weekly, this line is trending up, right? And your price action is under the purple. The good, two silver linings to this is, one, we're already outside the Bollinger Bands, right? Most price action occurs within it. So the more outside you get, the more likely you're getting ready to come back in. Also, we've already been out of here for 3 days, right? We've outside here, outside here, outside here. So next likely would be either to come sideways or back up if we don't have some kind of final capitulation today, tomorrow, something like that. Out of dot, I don't see this going, at least in the immediate term, much lower than we are now. Maybe just outside of it, but with these being so narrow, it's not likely. If they were opening up like this and we were down here, then look at your drops you can get. See how wide these are? Look how wide this was when this opened here, right? 38%. We're only 17% here from this narrowest point. 17% right here, and then price actions on the bottom, but we're already down. So that's the positive I would take out of Polkadot for now, is that if we're going lower, it's not likely going to be today or tomorrow or this week, really, because the bands are so tight together. That's why these help you. They help you know what you're looking at. Let's go look at the Gaussian channel and see if Polkadot's on anything spectacular. Look at here. We have more agreements with what we could be doing. Look at the bottom line. We are right at $10. Remember that $10 we drew on the weekly chart? Said maybe around $10 would be kind of the bottom. If we go to this bottom of this Gaussian channel, if you watch any of my videos, Anytime any coin ever is at the bottom of a Gaussian channel or even slightly under, that's the time to be major buying. You're going to be very happy with yourself. You're going to look like a rock star within 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, whatever it is, after that occurs. Now, Polkadot is a little bit younger, so we don't have a lot of history. But go look at Bitcoin on the Gaussian Channel 5-day. Go look at Ethereum on the Gaussian Channel 5-day. Go look at any coin that has history on the Gaussian Channel 5-day. The best times ever to buy is when it's at the bottom of this channel or even slightly under it. Bitcoin's done it a few times, been slightly under it. That was like when it was a few $100 one time, a few $1,000s the next time, and now look where Bitcoin's at. Okay, Ethereum, the same thing. The only time Ethereum's been under this channel when it was like less than a few $100s, right? Same thing with DOT. It's going to occur. I'm not saying we're going to test this bottom. It is likely. Honestly, the odds, if you break this and hold it as resistance, at some point you're going to test this bottom line before moving back up. Right now, that's at $10, but as we can see, the brush tool is slightly trending up here, right? Maybe something like that. So it doesn't mean we drop straight to there. We could just kind of continue this line and hit it maybe around 11 or something like that, right? We want to watch this over the next several days. You can see the date on the bottom there. That's another 15 days right here. So maybe we have the rest of July to just kind of do not much, right? Up and down or just sideways or just a slow drop into the abyss of the Gaussian channel. But this is a lot of agreement saying that, you know, roughly $10 will be a nice floor. If we get under that, again, don't panic. That is the sign that we're very close to the end of the downside. So positives, negatives, what have you. I'm a big bull on Polkadot. It's got a bright future. Stay patient. It's like this every time. 2018, 2019 was filled with all this panic. It was worse then even. Because imagine all these feelings you've had in the past few weeks since the May drop. Now imagine that going 12 to 18 months prolonged. That sucked. I lived through that. That was bad. Lost my life savings twice. I still am in it now. You can't give up. This is the future. It's not going anywhere. Just stay patient. That's why I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you make less mistakes than I made and avoid all the catastrophic pitfalls that I made. I'm giving you as many tools as I can to help you. If you're new, just follow me, like, subscribe. I have nothing else to promote you. I'm not going to ever cover a coin that I don't personally believe in or are invested in, period. So if I'm not covering your coin, there's not enough history, one, or I don't own it or believe in it. Usually anything over here, besides one, besides this guy right here, I don't have any Doge. I'll never have any Doge, but all the rest of these, if you see on my list, I like them, okay? If you don't see it on my list, it doesn't mean I don't like it, but I only have 5 coins, usually. I have 90% of my portfolio in 5 coins. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Chainlink, Cardano. That's my top 5, 90%. Outside of that, I only 10% and probably another 5 to 6 coins. And those are all here on this list. So that's it in a nutshell. Car of the day, I'm going to make the video, what should we do? I'm going to make, I've been doing the YouTube shorts with the music. Those seem to be pretty good feedback so far. Well, I made one on the McLaren Senna the other day. It's got more views than my damn crypto video. So maybe I'll do more of those, at least to draw attention to the channel, right? They don't really help much other than that, but at least raise awareness, and I like doing it because I love cars. As you can obviously tell, right? Cars and Chainlink, I mean, not much outside of that. Cars, Chainlink, family, pets, golf. Got my golf shirt on today. It's the British Open, or the Open, as they say now. But when I was growing up, it was the British Open. And now they remove British. Why did they do that? I don't know. I thought it's cool. British Open. US Open, British Open. Whatever. The Open, it's the oldest one. I get it. It's the coolest tournament. I love watching it. Grammar? Does anyone out there watch it? So I got my FootJoy. It's like the title is signature. Look at this. Got the patch on there, the Titleist. It's pretty cool. But Jim Furyk gave me this shirt. I used to kind of caddy at TBC Sawgrass back in the day between college summers. And yeah, I got this from Jim Furyk. It's like a PGA Tour shirt. Pretty cool. All right, nobody knows who Jim Furyk is. I get it. Car of the day. I'm gonna do the video. I forgot to pull it out briefly, and I forgot I didn't do the quote. I mean, I'm slacking. Maybe I'm gonna have to do another video now. Maybe we'll do it on Link or just a market update, Bitcoin dominance, DXY, something like that. I'll probably do that tomorrow, like kind of a general market overview for the weekend going into it, see what I see. But I feel like I got to do another one to do the car of the day, quote of the day. So we'll see. We'll see. Don't get too antsy. I'm gonna only get a few hundred views on this at best. So for those of you that follow me loyally, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You're the smart ones for learning, trying to continue your education right now while there's lulls in the market. But the end is near, okay? For the low side, not for crypto. That's the positive. The end is near for this downside, okay? Now, when I say near, it doesn't mean the next 4 minutes. But patience, we'll get through this. Hurricanes can last different storms. I don't know. Some kind of analogy I'm working up here. But just saying, patience will win. We'll get through this together. Hopefully, you can get a smile or two from me every day. If not, that's okay too. I'll leave it at that. I'm still looking for a car so I could like throw it in here, but it's not going to happen. They're all over there. I got a gnat flying around me. Maybe you see me swatting. I don't know. All right, guys. 57 gold stars to you. 16 and a half minutes. I'll come up with the car of the day. If I don't do another video, I'll put it on the YouTube Shorts later with some cool music. They only let me pick certain music, so I don't have a lot to work with, but they can only be 15 seconds too. I got some requests to make the videos a little bit longer on my cars. I would like to. 15 seconds, and they cut it off. So it's tough. I gotta edit it. That's why I edited one other one. There's nobody still watching. All right, I'll let you go. Have a great time doing whatever you're going to do today. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.